Hi, everybody. Welcome to a little special Halloween weekend inspired reading. So, now we're going to do this only one way. But you know how I do. I always allow you to just go where the energy guides you in the direction that it's guiding you. But first, we are going to take 3 deep breaths. And we're going to ask to connect to our highest self and the messages that we need to hear right now today to guide us into this awesome Halloween weekend ahead. Okay? And Halloween week. So here we go. Now you're going to either pick, this is going to be going, I want to tap into our third eye. So we are going to go by image, the image that resonates with us the most. So, we've got this one, got this one, and we got this one. Now, like I always tell you, you can pick more than one. If you're guided to pick more than one, feel free. But I always suggest go in with the first one that you pick as your main message, and the rest are your follow-ups. So let us begin. We're going to start with this sacred geometry image. So if you picked this one, we're going with transition. Very cool. Anytime I see the transition card, it is transitioning from one state to another. It is a transformation. The number 5, freedom, transformation, the butterfly. Okay, so I'm going to set these down over here for now. Queen of Imps. Oh, eternal love. Beautiful. Let me get these a little out of the way here. There we go. All right, guys. Oops. 1 second. We are going to do a song, and here we go. Okay. Taylor Swift, Blank Space. So the lyrics are, nice to meet you where you've been. I can show you incredible things. Magic, madness, heaven, sin. Saw you there and thought, oh my God, look at that face. You look like my next mistake. So it's about ex-boyfriends and girlfriends and the magic of the beginning. You know, before you find out that you got into something a little over your head. You know, jealousy, anger, envy. Got a long list of ex-lovers. They'll tell you I'm insane, but I've got a blank space baby and I'll write your name. So I'm also seeing that as it doesn't matter what other people say about this person. You go with that person because you feel it in your intuition, and maybe it's a lesson that you need to have, you know? Either way, it is your choice. So, and so transitioning. So transition could also be getting out of a relationship, you know? And love is love. It transcends physical death. I'm also seeing that when we break up with somebody, it doesn't mean we stop loving them. You know what I mean? You know, there's just things that do not resonate. They keep us apart. And, you know, until either both parties grow or whatever, that relationship cannot be. So people need to be on a similar wavelength and frequency in order to make it work. So, Queen of Imps. And I love it. So this is, do you see the little devil over here giving her the sunflower? It reminds me of this image. It's on the internet, and it has a girl who's wearing blindfold and she's dancing with the devil, and it says, "Trust me, she knew who she was dancing with. She just chose to see the best in everybody." So that's what I'm getting here. I'm getting that you chose to see the best in somebody and they let you down, but you knew what you were getting yourself into. You knew that heartache was possible. You knew that you were going to love regardless of death. Okay, so we're going to get to the Queen of Imps. Well, first we're going to read Transition, which is the first one. The energy of transition radiates trust and prepares you for new times. Every challenge dissolves old ideas and simultaneously creates new possibilities. So there we go, transitioning from one relationship to another, one place or another location or another, transitioning and trusting that you are not only making the right decision, but trusting other people in the process, trusting that everybody has your best intentions at hand. Don't let other people's insecurities and distrust affect you. That's the main message that I'm getting here. Don't let somebody else's fears get in the way of your dreams. Just because it didn't work out for them doesn't mean it can work out for you. And I'm getting this in the message of, like, you know, people get married and they're like, "Oh my God, don't get married." And they joke about that. That's their reality. I see some very happily married, all the people that I know that are married right now are very happily married. So it's all about your perception and what you believe to be true. So, Queen of Imps. So usually, you know, the Queen of Imps is about stepping into your power. It's a really positive card. You know, being enthusiastic. And it's also about magic, creativity, focus. So, you know, if you look at her, well, it's not on this one, but I know it's on the Rider-Waite deck. You know, the cat always is going to represent magic to me. And here's the little devil giving her the sunflower, you know, because even the devil, she brings out the best in even the devil. She brings out the best in everybody. Just her energy and her aura brings out the best in everybody, because that's just who she is. She's this loving, positive, you know, uplifting. She's magical. She's creative. So either this represents you or somebody you know. And, you know, the next card, it's so funny. I had kept a placeholder for the Queen of Imps, and it was the Queen of Bats. So 2 queens. Queen. I'm thinking of the band Queen now. So Eternal Love. I'm hearing the song, "Ooh, you're making me live. You're my best friend." So, eternal love. Love is love, and it transcends physical death. Absolutely beautiful. And indeed it does. It is the most powerful force in the universe. So, eternal love. And if you've lost somebody, whether this is through a breakup or a divorce, or somebody you love have passed away, they're here to let you know. This is, you know, this never ends. It never dies. It's beautiful. Love is beautiful. So, eternal love. When the body leaves us and our souls are above our possessions, no longer, nothing remains but the intertwining of love. Yes, guys. All of us are the product of millennia of love. Our parents, our ancestors by blood and ritual all have in some way created the DNA that weaves through our bodies. Love, in fact, powers life and death. When most of us first encounter death in our lives, we experience grieving too. And in some ways, that feeling could be described as an absence of love and the absence of that person or being. But the kind of love that is often shared between family members, friends, and lovers separated only by physical death, is the kind that poets wax lyrical about. That is truly eternal and transcends death. Should you choose this card, you're being reminded that love is the most powerful force in the universe. It is more powerful than death itself. Love lingers. It leaves its own legacy. And we should be aware of this every day that we live for those that are ready for and desiring of a partner. It also indicates that a significant love is close at hand and to be ready to be open to this new experience. So, if you went through a breakup, I keep seeing it, somebody new coming in. With the Queen of Imps, you've manifested this. You manifested this love that's coming through. And it's transitioning from old ways of seeing relationships to this new, beautiful way. When my boyfriend passed away, I had already been in I had already thought love transcends time and space even before he passed away. So that knowledge is what helped him connect with me when he passed away more easily, because it was already an ingrained belief to me that we transcend time and space. But sometimes the heart chakra closes it, whether we're going through heartache or grief, and it's harder for us to connect with them. So we need to be a pure heart, open space for the messages to come through clearly. But I love this. You manifest your love. You manifest that, the universe is bringing you somebody amazing. Because it's time for a treat. Because you deserve this. You deserve this. And I love that, we got the deep, dark sea mermaid here. Because it's an unknown places that you're going to find this in the darkness. So I'm seeing like a place that you probably would never have went. In the dark somewhere. And this could be anywhere. Haunted house. Movies. Anywhere where you probably wouldn't have been expecting to meet somebody. That's where you're going to meet them. And it's going to be a beautiful transition out of this, aloneness. Because now it's like, it's great. When you learn how to be alone, it's great. But don't be alone for too long, because then you forget how to have a union with somebody. Okay. So moving on to Candy Cane Angel. Candy Cane Angel reminds me of Christmas. So anybody in December time, something about December. So it's a reminder of that. Candy Cane Angel. So it's definitely time to have a treat, to give yourself the thing you've been putting off until you have worked hard enough or saved enough money or done without long enough. This card can come up for people who have been taught to save before they buy. A wonderful strategy, but at times this can tip over into almost habitual denial. You truly deserve some pleasure at this time, in whatever form you have been denying yourself. Do not rationalize or talk yourself out of it any longer. The Candy Cane Angel has appeared. She has made a bargain with you, and you are now going to have some fun, some delight, some tasty treats, whether in the food, form, clothing, luxuries, experience, or people that you have forced yourself to do without. The luxuries are not only available to you, they are necessary for your growth. Step out of the consciousness of lack and into the consciousness of I deserve, and grant yourself this lovely moment of luxury. It's time for some joie de vivre and enjoyment to restage a grand entrance into your life. So yes, I'm seeing this as well with the Queen of Imps, this luxury, this opulence, like just treating yourself, because you are this queen or king. You deserve it, And one lesson that I learned through my boyfriend's passing was, he saved and he saved and he saved to move to Hawaii and do all this stuff, and he ended up passing away and didn't get to do all the things that he saved for. He missed out on a lot of stuff because he was busy saving, is what I'm saying. So we want to make sure we treat ourselves, yes, save money, but always take time to treat yourself. Treat yourself. I'm kidding. Treat yourself. If you've seen Parks and Rec, you know that reference. So, and this can also be treat yourself to like a spiritual workshop or a retreat, get a meditation, go out somewhere, go do something, go have a nice sushi dinner or vegan dinner or whatever. Because, you'll find solutions when you take the time to treat yourself. You'll find the solutions that you're looking for. So, moving on to the Deep Sea Mermaid. And I'm going to show you the card. So Sometimes something pops out at you that I missed. And so I'd like to share the cards as well. I love this one. This little guy. It's almost like he's putting something on her boobs. It's pretty weird. Pasties. He's putting her pasties on her. Here's the transition card. So, Dark Sea Mermaid is all about, 7 is about truth and spirituality, and this is about new beginnings and leadership. So I am seeing this new beginning in love. I'm seeing this, it's coming. If it's not already here, or if you are already with somebody, rejuvenation of love, like seeing each other in a new light. Once again, that John Mayer song pops in my head. Okay, so one day I got to sit down and just highlight the parts that I like about the little booklet, because not all of it resonates for me sometimes. But, this is talking about going deep inside, deep in the darkness, find the solutions in places unknown. I'm almost seeing those float tanks that have the salt, the deprivation tanks. I'm seeing that as well. New discoveries about your own capabilities are happening now. The energy you send and receive becomes known to you. You see the relationship between what you feel, send, and create in your own life. It all becomes clear. Where once it was frightening, now you can see the beauty of this responsibility, a radical truth. You are responsible. You may be interested in energy sources and scientific breakthroughs. Wise wizards like Nikola Tesla and Albert Einstein and their theories may appeal to you at this time. You will consider ancient technologies that have long lain dormant, such as like the Egyptians and stuff. You will explore the Earth's energy grid and the power that can be held and that can flow through deep water. So water is a conduit. I was just talking about this in my last video. Deliberately obscured origins of ancient secrets will be coming to light. Wireless power and communication, telepathy, underwater archaeology, the discovery of ancient places, secrets held beneath the waters of the world and beneath the waters of your psyche. The source of your emotions will become clear. So I'm thinking of James Cameron, and he did a trek down to the Mariana Trench, which is the deepest part of the ocean, where it is nothing but darkness, and there are nothing but creatures like this that we would have never even known had we not shined the light on them. Had he had not went down with his cameras and shined light on these creatures, we would not know they exist. So light sheds light on the truth. It sheds, a vast expansion on truth and things that are there. Things that we can't see in the darkness doesn't mean they're not there. So solutions are in the darkness if you shine the light. If you go within and you shine your internal light body within, you get answers that you would never have gotten before without it. Okay? So what this is saying is, you are amazing, beautiful, or this person that you love is amazing, is beautiful, whatever. Whatever this love is bringing, it's this mirror of you, which is this magical, beautiful, magic manifester, creative powerhouse, who sees the best in everybody, who's compassionate and kind, and even can make the devil, be good. She's so good that she makes bad good. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. Okay. That is your reading. Oh, wait, let's see. 7, 8, 9, 10. So 17, 18. So 18, and which is 9, which is the completion of a cycle, transitioning from one dimension to the other, transitioning from one frequency to another, finally raising that vibration, getting out of this stagnant mode, moving away from old, moving into the new. Humanitarianism, wisdom, tapping into that, realizing that love is the only truth. Everything else is an illusion. And it's time to treat yourself, because you've done a lot of work, and you're going to meet somebody in an unknown place. So embrace it. Namaste. I hope this reading resonated for you guys. And happy Halloween! If I don't get to see you, if I don't get to see you, happy Halloween. Yay! Okay. Moving on. If you picked this image, the second card, I'm not using numbers today, I'm using straight emotion. So if you picked this one, integration. Awesome. Okay. Integration. Oh, Four of Imps, which is the Four of Wands. Okay. Oh, interesting. So the last reading, I pick a card reading I did, the center card was the same one. So if you picked that last time and you got this again, this was meant for you, the infinite possibilities. But because look at, this is Four of Imps. To me, the Four of Wands, Four of Imps is the 1111 card, the Magic Manifestor card. So, and it's the Twin Flame card as well. The Starseed, all these light workers, etc. It's the awakening card. Awakening to your infinite possibilities. Finally removing the mask that you've been wearing and being able to see everybody else for the truth. And the Akashic Library is opening. So this is an awesome reading. Integration. I love this card. It's just beautiful. This is one of my favorite colors. This like turquoisey teal ocean color. It's beautiful. Okay, so we're going to start with integration. So the card on the right, integration. What's that about, you say? Well, I'll tell you. And before we begin, I'm going to do the song. James Taylor, You've Got a Friend. Just call out my name. And you know wherever I am, I'll come running to see you again. Winter, spring, summer, or fall. All you got to do is call, and I'll be there. You've got a friend. So it's about realizing that you have friends even though you don't, and you are a great friend. You know? Okay, so we're going to go to integration, which I just had the page. I just lost it. Here it is. The energy of integration helps you apply new truth in your daily life. The energy makes you aware that you are responsible for your own actions. And that's, with the song, putting it together, you're responsible for your friendships, about upkeeping, kind of staying connected. You can be the hermit and just cut everybody out, but you're missing out. And it's interesting that it's about truth, integrating your truth, integrity. Because the 7 is the Akashic Records, which only holds truth. So in order to tap into the Akashic Records, you have to have integrity. Okay, so we're going to move to the Four of Imps. And really, this card really means the same upside down or right side up, so I'm just going to flip it. It's beautiful. Look at the little dancing devils. They're just like, they got the little partners. And, the little black cat represents magic to me, And jack-o'-lanterns, they light the way for those strapped in the dark to find their way home. And we got the happy moon. It's beautiful. It reminds me, I just watched a movie called Goodbye, Christopher Robin. And I think they called him Moon, something Moon, Billy Moon. Okay, so we're going to get to the Four of Imps, which is the Four of Wands in traditional tarot. And, it's the same meaning, upside down or right side up. It's about freedom, creativity, and domestic happiness. So if you picked this one, you might have picked the last one, because this one's also talking about, connecting, having that twin flame union, that connection with the, all your other selves, the mirrors of you, in a sense. Finally being understood by people, finding people that you can talk to about your crazy conspiracies and all that stuff. So, and it's a spiritual card. It does talk about new partner or love interest or a rejuvenation of a love. It's the honeymoon card, the honeymoon phase. but it's also the manifestation card. You know, when I see the two, it's 1111 card. Manifestation, building foundations for the future. It's a well-deserved celebration of your accomplishments. You know, prosperity, peace, joy, exuberance, and possible romance. So like I said, it could be a new person coming in or a rejuvenation of your a current romance. But all I know is love is in the air. And there's infinite possibilities to it as well. It's like millions of fish in the sea. You know? Millions of species of fish in the sea. Mermaids. There's, you know, you want your mermaid, you can get your mermaid. You want your puffer fish, you can have your puffer fish. You know? There's millions of fish in the sea, and I love that the Orca Magic Pop came out with it, because that's what I'm seeing, millions of fish in the sea. And that reminds me of that meme, millions of fish in the sea, but I'm a mermaid. Okay, so we're going to move on to Skull of Stars. Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities. And I really like this one, because if you look at it, it's like having that white crown. Whenever I see a white crown, that's the Christ consciousness, that is connection to source, that is the Akashic Library. So if you picked this particular deck, it's like, yes, you are connected to source. You are manifesting. Wishes are coming true. You are sitting in your integrity, being truthful, no longer manipulating and lying, and really wanting the best for people. You know, your false mask is gone, and, you know, you're moving into this very intuitive age of Aquarius, so to speak. Okay, so Skull of Stars. Why think so small when galaxies spin within? Realize that you are made of the stuff of stars and infinite possibilities begin. So it's easy to feel small in this self-absorbed world, you know. It's easy to feel that you can't change, you know, things. But if you dream it, it's possible. This card indicates that you need to think bigger and more broadly about your future and what you would like to achieve. Perhaps there are false beliefs, often old, that no longer serve you as you grow and change. Sometimes these beliefs may not even be yours. They may have been imparted to you by your parents or wider community, yet feel rather incongruent to you. You need to endeavor with all your heart and soul to live the life you want and honor your own wishes and truth. Yes, so don't... I have said this before in the last reading. Don't jump on somebody else's journey. Go with your journey. If theirs is journey, sure, you know, jump on it. But everybody chooses their own adventure. You know, if you've ever read those books as a kid, you know, you go from one chapter and you pick which page you want to go to next, and each page that you turn is a different outcome. So you have the ability to manifest unlimited possibilities. It's like pi, you know, 314. So, yeah. Okay, so moving on to Marie Masquerade. And like I was mentioning earlier, it is the mask coming off. It's also about freedom, being free to be yourself, free to be your authentic self. So, glamour, intrigue, drama. So it's about invitations, and maybe this invitation is where you're going to meet some people that are going to resonate with you on a deeper sense. And it's also about being authentic, having authentic friends. You know, people network because they make friends with people because they can network, and they're not being. That's not authentic if you're only being friends with somebody for what they can offer you. So you want to make friends with people from your heart. So, you know, it talks about befriending others simply for the influence, and that's not coming from the heart. So despite her beauty and success, anyone in Marie's position needs true friends. Look inside and see if you have attempted to network instead of befriend. Know the difference. Do not keep false friends, fair weather friends. Be true to your own vision as opposed to what is currently fashionable and considered desirable. Creating rather than following. You know, sometimes we befriend people because we want what they have. We somehow feel that maybe it'll rub off on us. That's not authentic. And it's talking about a new offer coming in. So look beneath the mask. Use your intuition to see beyond people's masks, because there were a lot of people who were wearing masks. And with this new telepathy template that everybody's downloading now, you're able to see beyond the lies and the masks. It's almost like their mask is just transparent. You see what's behind it. Someone is about to invite you to be involved in something very intriguing, and this person will ask you in ways that are ever so charming. So the temptation will be ever so strong. Because this person is beautiful and talented and powerful, you are flattered. But the truth is, you run the risk of paying a very high price for this brush with fame or glory. Be sure that the politics and the intrigues are the ones you truly wish for in your life, because there is often sacrifice that must be made, and many consequences are currently hidden from you. It is tempting, no doubt, but it may not be within your best interest to pursue this strange, slightly tainted offer that will be made. So yes, definitely use your intuition if something's coming up. Tap into the Akashic Library. That'll tell you the truth about things. So let's go to Akasha, Orca Magic. We all know. I highly suggest Orca meditations. There are whale meditations online. There is a healing vibration of the sounds that whales and orcas and dolphins make. It affects us on a deep subconscious level because we are water. And it is very healing. And the last time I did one of these meditations, I had the strangest dreams, but they were amazing and very insightful dreams. So there was a lot of healing that occurred during that time. So, Orca Magic 43, love you. Number 7, spirituality, truth, integrity, faith, having faith in your abilities, and your new abilities and your intuition. Have faith. So, Orca Magic. The whales, I'm going to read the Orca Magic Speaks because I love what it says. Earth is currently undergoing a vast initiation. Some have called this an ascension, although what it truly is has nothing to do with high or low, but with an integration of more dimensions, fully awakening your DNA and charging your auric field to a more powerful capacity. Healing materializing into new forms and creating will be greatly enhanced at this time. I am observing you from afar, and this crossing point is approaching. We whales hold all the knowledge of the star people from time eternal, and as we begin to flourish, you will allow the gateways to open, and the star being within your own soul to flourish. This entire planet's health, well-being, stability, and structure depend on us, the whales. You have begun the healing process, but it is we who must next be respected, honored, and allowed to live, for your life depends on our freedom and flourishing too. And the divination is, the whales are key to unlocking the mysteries of the past history of the planet, including the times of Lemuria and Atlantis, and of the off-planet origins of some life on this planet. When this card comes to you, you are being given a strong message that you are the keeper of galactic mysteries, and you have a strong star person connection. Star people are connected to the growing need to connect the galactic web, which are a vital part of. In order to receive their message, you must allow yourself to hear their song and learn more of the ancient times. When this card appears, it is time to take yourself outside and gaze up into the night sky. Learn about the constellations you can view from your home. Tune into the worlds beyond this world and ask that they connect with you in a healthful way. Listening to whale songs also can help to heal any physical ailments you may have. Simply listening to a recording of their song can be healing for you at this time. Whales also can assist with intergalactic travel without physically leaving the planet. Seal and repair any wounds or tears in your energy field and return to you the parts of your soul that you may be unaware are missing. Beautiful. It's integrating all the parts. Frankie? Get over here. So it's integrating. This is talking about integrating all the parts, all the fragments. So every time we, it's almost like teleportation, right? So when you watch, let's say, Star Wars or Star Trek, and they teleport, right? It's little pieces of fragments, right? They come in, it's like, and they all come. So every time they travel, all those fragments have to go with them, and they come back and forth. So, you know, when we astral travel, we want to make sure that we bring all ourselves and we don't leave things behind. So the integration, anytime we travel to the Akashic libraries, it takes a lot of you know, a lot from our energy field to travel to the Akashic libraries. So this is asking you to meditate, listen to the whale song, and it'll help you to bring all the parts that you've lost to so many people in the world. You know, when we give our energy to other people, this is like, just bring it all back to me. I want to be this whole being, you know, and quit leaving fragments everywhere. Okay, so that's that. Hope that reading resonated. Let's see. So 7, 16. So 7, once again, truth, honesty, integrity. Yeah. Faith. Have faith in your abilities. Have faith in others. Have faith in trust your intuition. Integrate. Okay. Thank you so much. Moving on to the final one. All right, so if you picked the one on the right, the third card, which I wasn't doing numbers today, I was just doing images. This one. It's beautiful. Communication. All right. Okay, devil, temptation. Blind spots. Whoa. Trick-or-treating. We are here. Okay. Very cool. This is a very positive, uplifting new friends. Oh, okay. Temptation. I'm seeing a weekend, a party this weekend, a trick-or-treat party, Halloween party, or some sort of party. Sorry, I just got super excited, like very excited to go type of thing, energy. So we're going to do communication first. Let's do the song real quick. Commercials. Empire of the Sun, Walking on a Dream. So whenever I hear that song, it's the Twin Flame song. It is the union. It is when, I just have to redo the lyrics. I can't play the song because YouTube will give me a strike. Okay, the song was Empire of the Sun, Walking on a Dream. And I love, you know, like I said, the Twin Flame, it's a Twin Flame song. Is it real now when two people become one? I can feel it when two people become one. So this is union, divine masculine, divine feminine coming together. You guys are coming together this weekend. If you haven't already, this is a time. And when I say that, it's like you meet a lot of people that have that twin flame energy. So it doesn't necessarily mean it have to be your twin flame, but it's a twin flame that you are going to be meeting. Somebody on the same journey as you. Yeah. We're always running for the thrill of it, always pushing up the hill, searching for the thrill of it. Okay, when I hear that lyric, I immediately go to the devil card, and I get the thrill of addiction, drinking, promiscuity, sex, you know, all that stuff. So, and that's what this card is for me. Like the addiction card. So, let us get to communication. So, the energy of communication makes you aware that you are able to communicate with your body, thus understanding its signals and solving its discomforts. The energy brings your body and your spirit in deeper contact with each other. So, yes, when I'm seeing this, communication with your body, telepathy, gauging people's energy when you meet them, body language, you know, using your body to, you know, communicate. I see this a lot on the dance floor, you know, when people are very like, come hither, come hither, you know, moving your body to communicate. But also understanding that, you know, with the chakra systems, and whenever we have aches and pains, we understand that it's a psychosomatic, and we can easily heal that by listening to our body. And also, you know, the energy you feel when you're around somebody, people, you know if it's right or wrong. There's no right or wrong, but you know if it's for you, or if you should move on, if it's worth your time. So, moving on. the devil card, which is 15. Self-indulgence, temptation, unethical behavior, being a slave to your desires, a discontentment. So we're going to get to the final interpretation. And it becomes hopeful when it's upright. When it's reversed. So it's time to acknowledge how you may have been trapped, how you may be trapped, and to begin to search for the light. When reversed, the devil suggests that decision you need to make will be easier than you think. When the card is upside down, the chains around the couple are more lax than they appear. So the situation is not quite as drastic as you first thought. Now is the time to make your move. Yes. So if you've been considering a move, a breakup, or something, if you've been considering it, it's time. Because now, like it says, it's upside down, and they can easily just come out of the chain. They could easily get out of there. Oops, sorry. They could easily just whoop. That comes off. So it's not as dire as it seems. I'm just going to flip this upside down. You have the magic. Anytime I see the black cat, I always see the magic. You have the ability to make the change. I'm getting the song "Man in the Mirror." I'm gonna make a change for once in my life. It's gonna feel real good. It's gonna make a difference. It's gonna be right. So whatever you've been meaning to change, And so we're gonna move on to blind spots. Skull of darkness. So, Empire of the Sun, walking on a dream. Skull of darkness. We may not wish to delve there, the shadows, the darkness, the unknown. Yet when we search, we reveal in our power it has grown. So that card reminds me of one of the first cards that I pulled for the first, I think it was the first reading. Searching for answers in the darkness, So, this encourages us to look to the part of ourselves that normally remains hidden or, is unseen. We may not appreciate or like certain aspects about ourselves, and yet sometimes our greatest treasures lie within these areas. How many times have you heard a famous artist or people extremely successful in their field being bullied for being so different? Yet it is their very differences from others that make them so powerful. Additionally, all of us at some stage of life have certain blind spots that may cause us grief and trouble. Although we cannot see the issue clearly, it is the repeated patterns of pain that may alert us to them, symptoms, if you will. For example, the same things keep happening over and over again. You may be betrayed repeatedly, fail at something repeatedly, not complete tasks continually. Peace and pattern breaking can be achieved by doing the work in uncovering our blind spot, or even consulting trusted close friends or professionals to assist us to see what we cannot. So yeah, blind spots is our inability to see our own destructive patterns and behaviors. How many times have people ghosted you, in a sense, And sometimes you have to look at the patterns that we have been doing that get people to just drop us, So, fights with family, etc., things like that. Repeating the same patterns because we refuse to change. We know that, we are difficult to deal with, but we refuse to change. Now, that's okay. If somebody doesn't want to change and that's how they like themselves and they're authentic and that's it, then that's great. But if you feel you want to change and you get frustrated that you want this to change, but because you're tired of fighting with people, then you have to take the steps to make that change. Make that change. Okay, moving on to trick-or-treating. I love this little card. It's about freedom, adventure, party time. I'm seeing this party. Something's happening this weekend, but it looks super fun. And I like that it's right underneath the little pumpkin guy. Little pumpkin. Sweet, sweet. Okay. So that's also talking about the same thing as a skull of darkness. It is talking about lighting up dark things that you are hiding. It's pretty much the same meaning. It's School of Darkness. So there are no coincidences if this is yours. So the jack-o'-lantern is here to help you light up something you've been hiding from. The little witch with her apprentice, they are ready to help you understand the depth of your magic. Don't be afraid. And I saw magic in this card right here. So it's evolving, but you have blind spots. It's almost like it's not fully formed yet, but it's there. It's getting there, okay? The communication with the dead, it's getting there, slow and baby steps. It's coming to you in pieces. I'm getting like pieces, fragments, pieces, puzzle pieces. Okay, let's see. It says, and don't be afraid. When this happens, don't be afraid. We may look dark and scary to some, but truly we are also fun and peace-loving magical ones. Don't judge everyone by appearance. Instead, understand what lies beneath and discover what it is they want, and then feel out for any strings attached. We want you to exercise your feelings and your clairsentience, the ability to know and to feel, and not rely upon appearance for your signals. Then we would like to meet with you. Oh, wait. Then we would like you to meet with us so we can share our experiences with you and hear more of your story too. So the divination is, it's up to you now to decide whether you are going to take the time to discover what something is really all about or simply judge it based on how it appears at first glance. The trick-or-treaters help you see through conditioning and old thought patterns. And as they do this, they may reveal to you a world of more wonder than you thought possible. And all you need is courage. There it is. You have the magic ability, the clairsentient, clear feeling, clear knowing. It's about trusting. And I love that. It's talking about positive, uplifting new friends. So this is what this is telling me. This party or whatever, this outing is going to you're going to meet people, and maybe because they're in costume, you're going to judge them based on their costume or based on, who they are. Looks wise. So this is like saying, no, let's not focus on that. We've got hedgehogs. Hedgehogs are love. They look spiky and hard, but really they're soft and cuddly. Well, look at it. It's all love. It's all that green. It's heart chakra. I love it. Number 10 is new beginnings, new friendships. New beginnings with 0, which is spiritual, which is God, which is new spiritual friends. So, hedgehog love. You have found a new... No, I'm not going to read that because that's very long. This card indicates your true family will be, for a time, a group of friends who look out for each other and have lots of fun times and adventures together. Yes, adventure. I saw this in this card over here. It is a bit of a closed group, not so welcoming to outsiders, but its members are very protective of you and of one another too. You may feel like you have a new adopted family, as if you were once an outcast but have now come home. You may find great relief from loneliness and isolation, or you may discover new animal friends, pets, or a group that cares deeply about animals could be about to enter your life. While this group is very tight, your individuality is respected and encouraged. It's very supported. So it's going to be a rich and exciting social time with new friends, new adventures. Your peace of mind is developing and growing. The more gratitude you show, the more this deep peace will grow inside you. And, as easily as people come in, they go out. As easily as you move somewhere, you move again. It's about not having attachments. And your friends, old and new, are never far from you, and they will never abandon you. So true friends will never abandon you, no matter where you go. Not now that you have shared so much together. The friendships you make at this time are very loyal and could last forever. So think about the people that you're making. Don't have snap judgments just based on appearances. Listen with your heart and your gut in unison. What does your heart and gut tell you? Because sometimes overactive heart chakra, we override our intuition, which is telling us, no, they're not good. So it's almost like I was seeing in the last card of just seeing the good in everybody. Being so much love that you see the good in everybody, and even if you do get hurt, it's a lesson, and you appreciate it, and you're grateful for it. So, let's see. So 12. So 13. So 3, communication, creativity, joy. So this weekend is all about creativity. We're all gonna get dressed up. You're gonna do stuff. It's about joy. It's about communicating with people and talking with new friends, making a positive, uplifting new friends. They're here. They're here. It's time. And communication again. So 3 was the card. Communication was this card. No coincidences, guys. Don't get too drunk, because you want to remember the experience. So have moderation. Don't let temptation get in the way of your experience. Drugs, alcohol, etc. We want to have clear of mind. We don't want to have any blind spots. This is almost like drunk driving. Be wary of people drunk driving and blind spots as well. Okay? Because a lot of accidents happen around this time when people are out and about. So this is asking you to stay focused. Okay? All right, guys. Walking on the Sun, Empire. Oh, yeah, walking on the sun. No, walking on a dream, Empire of the Sun. To become one. So this is connecting with somebody, whether it's a positive, uplifting new friend or a love relationship. It's coming together, guys. Okay, thank you so much. Happy Halloween weekend, guys. Namaste.